Hi, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm gonna be talking about something that I got done with Elite Body Sculpture. So the procedure that I got done was I got my double chin removed. I got it lipoed. Now before you guys come at me and tell me, oh, you didn't eat this, blah blah blah, it's something that I've always wanted to do, just because regardless if I lost weight, my problem in this area was genetic. So I can lose all this weight, but it was still gonna be there. My double chin was still gonna be there. So I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna get this gobble taken off. So that's what I did. So the place that I went to was actually called Elite Body Sculpture. I did some research before I decided to go there, and I had a couple of friends of mine who went to the same place and they got other procedures done, but I know this place works with a lot of other doctors, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. It's free consultation, so let's get started. What is Elite Body Sculpture and what do they do? So they work with, I'm sorry if I'm gonna look down, I wrote notes because this is a lot to memorize, but what they do is they use the technology to remove fat, unwanted fat, cell by cell, through a freckle size hole. So, and I'm gonna show you my incisions too, which you can't really see right now. They use no needles, no scalpels, no stitches, no general anesthesia. So I was like lit. My experience getting AIRSCULPT. First things first, I did have to get a COVID test done 2 days prior to my procedure, just for their safety and my safety. As soon as I got scheduled for the day of the surgery, or the procedure, it's not really surgery, for the day of the procedure, I did have breakfast. My procedure was in the afternoon, so they told me make sure you come in, you have make sure you have breakfast before you come in. So you know me, I gotta eat, so I got my breakfast taken care of. And then also, before you go into the day of the procedure, you do have to take your medication that they are gonna send over to the whatever office you want to pick it up from. So you have to take your medication with you the day of the procedure. Now I don't have insurance, so I did have to pay for my antibiotics and my pain medication, which I will cover the cost once I'm done explaining everything, and I will tell you how much I paid for the procedure as well. So the day of the procedure, I went in and I had to change into scrubs, and I also had to take a pregnancy test there, obviously, because they want to make sure that I wasn't pregnant, and I wasn't. And they gave me medication, so they gave me Xanax and pain medication that same day before the procedure. Once they got the Xanax and the pain medication taken care of, I did have to wait a while for the pain medication to work, and then they took me over to the procedure room. Once I was in the procedure room, I had to lay down. So the way that I was laid down, I was like this, and my head was tilted off the bed. So my head was like literally off like this from the table. And before I went into the procedure room, the doctor did come in and mark the areas where they were going to be taking away the fat from. I will insert pictures here of the markings that they did, and also so you guys could see. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, damn, you didn't even need it, but I will be sharing pictures with you guys so you guys can see the difference of my before and my afters. Once I was in the procedure room, they laid me down. I had to have my head tilted back, and they stuck a cannula to the through the 3 incisions that they made. So they made one in this area right here behind the ear, one right here underneath my chin, and then the other one on this side, so I could get numbed. So once she did that, honestly it wasn't really painful, it was just uncomfortable. I feel like my pain tolerance too is really high. So they did that, and I had to wait for a couple of minutes just for the numbing, the local anesthesia, because that's what they use for it to start kicking in. Once I waited a couple minutes, doctor came in. She started obviously going in there. I did not see the actual thing that they stuck in to remove the fat. but I did hear it's more like a vibrating sensation. It was not painful at all. I didn't honestly feel anything. So I was just laying there and she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah dude, I'm fine, just keep going in there, you know. I was literally chill. She even asked me how I felt, and I was like, honestly, that shit was relaxing. Like I was just like, yeah, keep on going, do your thing, you know. So they went in through here, and she started going like this. She worked her way down. Also, when she went in through here, she did the same thing. She went all the way down to my neck and made sure she got this area good. Same from this side. She really went in here, sculpted this, went down. So it literally took 20 minutes for the procedure to get to finish. I think I waited more in the waiting room while they had to get the results for the pregnancy test and while the Xanax kicked in. Once the procedure was done, the nurse put she obviously cleaned me up, because I feel like I did probably bleed a little bit. So they cleaned you up, and then she put on the head brace. Before she put the head brace on, she put gauze in every incision that they made, just so it could be more of a compression with the head brace. I will post a picture with my head brace here as well. And then I walked over to the recovery room. Like, I was literally good. I walked over to the recovery room. Once I went into the recovery room, they had like snacks there for me, crackers and Gatorade. So I drank that. You cannot drive. Someone has to take you and pick you up. So they make sure that when you're in the recovery room, whoever you listed to pick you up, they get there and they let them in the room so they can actually see you're not going to drive home. So make sure you get someone, if you're interested, to pick you up and drop you off. Now, the pricing. The total was, are you ready? Okay, the total was $5,995. I did have to leave a deposit down of $995, and then the rest you have to pay 2 days prior for the procedure. So my friend, she already knew she was gonna get something done, so she paid ahead of time. Like, she did monthly payments, so by the time her procedure day came, she was already done, or mostly done, you know. So they do offer payment plans, and the price also includes the head brace already. For the payment plans, I would suggest you check the interest. The way that I paid, I did use one of my credit cards, and I make sure that the credit card that I use had a really low interest. So I think the card that I use and the interest that it has is like a 7% interest. So it's literally nothing, you know. So if you have that option, why not? Like I mentioned, I did have to pay my antibiotic and my pain medication aside of, because I don't have insurance. So for both of them together, I paid $27, which is not bad. And the pain medication, you had to take 1 tablet by mouth 46 hours as needed for the pain, and I saved them here. And the antibiotic, I had to take 1 capsule by mouth twice a day for 5 days. So honestly, the pain medication I only took the first day, and that's because they suggested it, like, we suggest you take it, you know. If not, I didn't really need it because it was not painful at all. I didn't feel anything. So for the chin garment, you do have to wear it for 48 hours straight. You cannot take it off during those 48 hours to shower. So I would suggest, if you have your appointment in the afternoon, shower in the morning. And then just what I did have to rinse my body out. So I would just make sure, like, I had like the hand shower, just to rinse my body out. Obviously, you couldn't wet this whole area. So if you want to do that, they do give you after the 48 hours when you can shower, they do give you a soap that you can use. Yeah, so that soap that I will be showing the picture of, you had to lightly wash the incision area with it and then just rinse. Nothing else. You cannot apply nothing else in that area, only that soap that they gave you the 48 hours after, when you're allowed to shower. After the 48 hours, you can take it off and wear it in the night. I would suggest you keep wearing it. My procedure was done 2 weeks ago and I still wear mine every night. The first day, it wasn't honestly uncomfortable to wear it. I feel like the second day that I had it on, I was already getting annoyed, but I was like, no, I gotta suck it up because I know the results are gonna be lit. So I just sucked it up, and then by the time the 48 hours were done, I was like, yes, Lord, take this shit off. So I took it off, rinse, blah blah blah, and I still continued to wear it in the nighttime. So after the procedure, I got called the next day to see how I was doing, and then after that I got called a week after, and still for a follow-up. I still do have a 3-month follow-up and a 6-month follow-up. So they're gonna keep seeing how my neck keeps doing, if my skin keeps tightening, how much it's still tightening, because I still feel like a little swelling in this area right here. I will give you a closer look right now, but I still feel a little swollen, so I know that area is still getting a little bit tighter, if you know what I mean. After I took my garment off, this is how I looked. I will insert another picture. I did have bruising just because I didn't take anything. I know they suggest you take like arnica or arnica tea or whatever. I didn't take any of that. I forgot to buy some, so my ass was stuck with like bruising and like swelling. That's what it looked like after I took it off. And then the second day from the procedure, I was swollen. Like my cheeks were like popped out. Like I have naturally big cheeks, so my cheeks were like poop. I look like a little chigma, you know, because of how much swollen, because of the compression like I was. So I'll post a picture as well, and I will post a little clip just so you guys can see how I was doing. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update. It's been about 5 hours since I got the procedure done. I have a little bit of pain, but it's manageable. I did still take my medication, antibiotic, and the medication for the pain. So this is where I'm at. Okay, so it has been over 48 hours that I had to wear the compression. So now I was able to take it off, and they gave me a surgical soap where I could wash the area. So this is where I'm at. I am really swollen still from here. This is where one of the incisions was made, and then from this area. But already I can feel like the tightness. After the 48 hours, now I'm able to like take it off during the day and only wear it at nights. But if I'm gonna be here in the house, then I don't mind wearing it all day, and I've honestly been going out with the compression on. So yeah, this is where I'm at. So yeah guys, those were my clips of my follow-up from the procedures that I have for you guys, and I will be answering some questions. If I don't answer a lot of the questions, you guys can definitely leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. It didn't hurt. It was literally worth it. It did not hurt. I would totally do it again if I need to. Someone says, I've been thinking of getting Kybella done. Please cover the costs. So Kybella, what's the difference between this and Kybella? So Kybella, you need at least 2 sessions to get your results that you want. So I might probably need, let's say, I'm giving you an example, I might need like 3 sessions, someone else might need like 4, someone might need only 1, you know, it depends. So at least 2 sessions, and then it's 6 weeks apart. So it's gonna take you a while to see your results, just because they can't do the sessions one after the other. Like you have to wait 6 weeks. And then I know Kybella, because I've had friends who've gotten Kybella, it's painful. You swell up like bitch. I'm trying to get rid of the swelling, you know. I don't want to be swollen for fucking days. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that shit. And then some patients see results after 2 sessions. Some patients, you're not guaranteed to see results after the 2nd session, so you might keep having to go back for more. Now the pricing, it depends on the injector. I know some people go for $500, they have a sale going on. Some people go for $600 per vial. So now the vial, how much vials they put on you needs to be determined by the injector. So some people might need 2 vials in the first session, or someone might need, you give me like, so now imagine $500-600 per vial per session. Like that shit adds up, and then you have to wait 6 weeks apart, and then you get swelled, and then the bruising, and then it hurts. And I'm like, nah bitch, I want something that's quick. You know, like when I got my procedure done, I got it done a week before, no, yeah, like a couple days before I took a vacation, a couple days before I went to a wedding. So that I needed that shit to be gone quick, and it was gone, you know. So now it depends on your budget, honestly, but if you really want to see results and fast, why not go this route? But honestly, it's up to you, what you like, what your budget is. I'm not telling you don't get Kybella, because it works for some people, but it might not work for a lot of people. And the friends that have gotten them done, they've wasted thousands of dollars, still look the same. They still feel bad because they still have like a double chin. So I'm like, bitch, just get AIRSCULPT done, might as well, because you have already invested a lot of money in Kybella, and that shit does not work for you, you know. So that's the difference between Kybella, and that's why I decided to do AIRSCULPTing rather than Kybella. I wanted that shit lipo and gone, girl. Another question, where did I go? So I went to Elite Body Sculpture, 60 East Delaware. I am in Chicago, Illinois, but I know they have a couple other places. Depending on the state you live in, you can honestly just Google Elite Body Sculpture, and the locations are gonna pop out. Recovery first week, like I mentioned, recovery was fast. Honestly, you couldn't really tell I had done something if it wasn't for like the bruising. Like someone said, damn, it looked like someone beat you up or whatever, and I'm like, shit, yeah, I wish someone would try. But yeah, what did your husband think about the procedure? My husband was like, you don't need it, and I'm like, gonna answer, but I'm still getting it done because they might not think you need it, but I know I need it, and it's something that has bothered me. Once again, I'm not telling you guys to go out there and get your shit lipoed or whatever area that you want to get lipoed, because they do a lot of other areas. Like they do the arms, they do the back, they do your stomach area, they do like your thighs if you are bothered by your thighs, or they do a lot of parts of your body. They also do fat transfers. So girl, whatever you want to do you. But yeah guys, let me show you. You can see, I'm sorry if I look weird, like I have a self tanner on, so that shit's still processing, but you can see like a little incision right here, doesn't hurt. And then the other one, shit, where is it? I don't know if you can see it. It's like right here, right here. And then this one is right here. And like I mentioned, I'm still a little swollen, but I honestly, it's tolerable. But yeah, you guys, look how better it's looking. Like, I'm gonna put pictures up so you guys can see. Also, my thing was, it was genetic. So regardless of how much exercise I did, that shit was never gonna go away. So I was like, bitch, bye. But yeah, you guys, look how much better it looks. Like, I honestly wake up and I feel so good, because I wake up and look at myself in the mirror and I don't see a double chin. Because you know, when you wake up, you're like rested and stuff like that, so your skin is like, I don't know. But yeah, you guys, like, would I do it all over again? Yes, I would. And I hope you guys love this video. I loved sharing my experience on getting lipoed with you guys. So if you guys still have any questions, if there's anything you guys feel I didn't respond, feel free to comment down below, and I will more than happy be to answer your questions. So I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know we've been MIA, but we're coming out with more content.